Good morning, everybody. Hey, Joseph. How you doing? Starting a couple minutes late here this morning. Sorry about that. I thought that today it would be good to come back and work on the Factorissimo base for a little while. Oh, you were watching JD? Oh, okay. That's cool. Yeah, I myself just got up recently. Just in time. Well, actually 5 minutes late to come and do this. It's a little bit after 9 a.m. my time. I was up late last night and had a gig with the band. Makes it hard to wake up in the morning. Oh, wow. Yeah, that sounds fun. JD always comes up with fun ideas. Okay, let's see here. Oh, we're missing a couple mining drills burned out here. Let's see if I can put one out there. Actually, we can put two on that one. And we'll keep getting the same throughput. I think those are the first burned out miner drills I've seen so far. So I'm using max settings on the resource patches. They tend to last for a long time. Hey, Lanesta, how are you? Calgorian, hello. All right. Yeah, so last time I worked on this base was with the most recent YouTube episode. We were getting bots up and running to put along the wall. And we still got to do more. Yeah, let me show everybody what's new in case you all haven't had the chance to watch the last video. Just to recap. So I set, in order to make bots, right, because our next goal is construction bots for the wall so that they can do repairs. Hey Creed, good morning. We need lubricant for that from our oil setup so that we can make the electric motors. Okay, so I just switched over 3 of my refineries to advanced oil so that they make the heavy oil that we need for the lube. You can see our petroleum tanks are almost full. And I didn't want to switch everything over just because I don't have any use for the light oil yet, or the heavy oil for that matter, so I didn't want this stuff backing up, since I don't have a cracking setup or anything just yet. So I did that. Yeah, and then I decided just to make the loop in here since the heavy oil is right there and it's a simple conversion and we don't need a lot of machines. I thought that rather than putting this in a separate building, I might as well just make the lubricant right here. Okay, so now we've got four outputs on this building. This is where the lubricant comes out. The pipe's not full at all yet, so that's why you don't see too much. And then we got the 2 different types of oil plus the petroleum. So at some point, we'll need to do something with this light oil. And I think for the short term, we can... Yeah, it'll back up. Oh, this you mean? Yeah, this will back up when this tank is full. And everything else will back up when either the petroleum or the light oil gets full. So, yeah, we'll need to do something. We need to do something with the excess sooner or later. So the first thing that we could do is start making solid fuel. And I don't know if we've researched rocket fuel already. Yeah, I think we have. And in fact, where's rocket fuel? Yeah, here it is. And then you can make solid fuel from the light oil, and then you can make rocket fuel from the solid fuel and yet more light oil. And we can use that to run trains or make power or whatever else we want to do. And we'll need that later on anyway. Now, one thing I'm just wondering is if I've used solid fuel before to run my steam power early in the game. But I don't think I've ever used rocket fuel, and I'm kind of curious as to whether we would get an energy advantage from doing that. So you get 100 megajoules from... Okay, no. You lose energy by making rocket fuel. And I say that because it takes 10 solid fuel and 10 light oil, and you get 100 megajoules out of it. And the solid fuel has 12 megajoules each. So 10 of those would have 120 megajoules of energy. So now rocket fuel is good for the trains because you get acceleration and speed bonuses. But if we're just using it for power, it'll be better just to use the solid fuel directly because it's more efficient that way. So we'll just have to keep that in mind. So anyway, that's the lubricant getting made over there. And then in here we added battery production, which is a simple affair. Iron in, copper in, acid in, batteries out. Okay, and I've just got 8 machines doing that right now. I think that's probably enough for now. And then those go up on the bus. And then it comes all the way down here to the science building, which is where I'm making the... Oh, getting a lot of attacks here. Might be a good time to go roam and destroy some of this stuff to reduce the frequency of attacks. They're starting to get comfortable, pretty close to my wall here. So anyway, so in the science building, I'm starting to make yellow science. And the flying robot frames are one of the ingredients. Right, we need the robot frames, we need blue circuits and low density structures. We still have to do that other stuff. So in here, I'm making enough robot frames to feed the science, and then I doubled that so that we can make bots. Right, so, and then you can see in here we're making, backing up some construction bots, and then I also started to make a few logistics bots, but that needs red circuits, so we'll need to feed red circuits in here as well to make more logistics bots. Hey, Mutt the Mutt. Yeah, and I don't have any roboports yet. We'll need to build those as well, of course, and lots of them. Hey, Mutt. Hey, Apache. Red circuits, steel, and gears. Maybe we can make them in here as well, but well, let's see. The low density structures. I don't know if I can make the low density structures that I need for this in here, if I have enough room or not. But we can try to do that. We'll see. But for now, I'm going to take... What's that, 300? Okay. Yeah, I've got close to 500 here. I'll take all the construction bots we've got so far, and I will just ad hoc make some roboports by hand. So let's grab some red circuits. I think we're probably going to need, I don't know, 30 or 40 roboports to go, maybe not that many, to go around the whole base. Here, let me just go get some stacks. Looks like I'm using up quite a lot of copper. We need to increase our copper production. Let's add that to the list. And in fact, I think we'll probably need to do that before we do the blue circuits. Because if we're running low now, it's going to be even worse when we try to make blue circuits on top of everything else. And we still only have... Let's see. We still only have 2 copper lines. Unupgraded, by the way. So, yeah. So we'll get to that soon. We'll upgrade copper. Let's see. What? Did I leave a turret out there? Yeah. I must have left some turrets out there when I was clearing bases at some point. I saw some flashing over here too. What was that? Oh, okay. Maybe that was this one. All right. So I need more steel. And I should be collecting that in chests somewhere. Yeah, when it's time to upgrade copper, the first thing that we'll do is take what we have and upgrade to steel furnaces and red belts. Okay. Well, that's enough to get started, I suppose. And then what am I going to do about repair packs? Well, I can make storage chests, right? Yeah, okay. So I can put that stuff in a provider. Let's do that first. They won't do much good if they don't have repair packs. So we'll do those in the mall, and then we'll just have to figure out a way to get them, to make them available on the outside. I think we can use the chest transfer mechanism. And those just take gears and green circuits, so we can make those in here if we can find room. Do that right here. JP1979, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Hey, Nevin. Thank you for the resub. And nice to see you. All right. So here's the idea. I'll put a chest there. And then I will put a... Oh, you know what? I need to get it out of this building. Never mind. I don't need that there. Okay. So repair packs out here. Laser shooting speed finished. Oh, okay. And I don't have the science packs to do anything else besides this right now, I don't think. No. Okay, I think that's about as far as we can go with it for the moment. All right. let's do this. I'm going to have to change this slightly. Because we'll need to put a loader. Or an inserter. Actually, we could just use an inserter. Alright, so we'll put a chest there. I'm going to limit this. Whoops. Limit that to 1 stack. Yeah, I don't want it coming out on the top, though. Sorry, let's do this. Let's send this over to the side. Okay, that's good. Okay, and then I should be able to just place that there. Yeah. And it'll fill up. Yeah, and I'm going to limit this as well. I'll make it 2 stacks. Oops. There, we'll put that in output mode, so anything in this chest will transfer out to the other one. Oh, and I decided to use an inserter here instead of a loader, right? There we go. Okay. Good. So now we just need to build the network. All right. So where do I want to put the roboports? I suppose it would be a good idea to build it down here because I do have room here. Rather than building up here where we're making the bus and everything. Alright, so I'll put the first one right there. There we go. Hey JD, how you doing? Thanks for bringing all your friends with you. Hi, everybody. Welcome. We're working on our Factorissimo base. I've just woken up not long ago, so it's a bit of a slow start. But glad you all could join us. I'm doing good, JD. How are you doing? How's your studio coming along? Yeah, my morning voice is I don't know. It's a bit lower and more gravelly than it is later in the day. $120 dB from rain. Good Lord. You have a tin roof? All right, I gotta get this up to the wall. Wow, yeah, that is noisy. I don't think that's gonna work if you want to stream in the rain. I need to make some landfill here, guys. Bear with me a second. That's done with stone, right? What was this incoming belt for? Iron ore. What the heck happened? Oh, okay. That's because I decided to switch buildings. And I never took this out of here. Alright, well, let's not get distracted. As I clearly am right now. I need stone. Okay, and I'm not collecting it in chests. At least not there. I guess I'll just have to steal it from the belts. There it is. And I should probably start making some. Maybe I am making some already, actually. What's that? Okay, no, I'm not making it there. Yeah, let's start making some landfill over here. I got this little setup that's just grabbing excess stone from the belt. Although from the looks of it, it doesn't look like there's a lot of excess available. It does appear that I'm using pretty much everything that comes in. Alright, so let's set that to landfill, and then I think I'll use a loader to go into the building. Oops, sorry, I keep hitting the wrong key. There we are. Okay, and I got this priority backwards to actually what I wanted to do, which was just to take the excess off of this belt. Off of both of these belts. Okay, there we go. So whatever we're not using elsewhere, we'll just run in there. Hey, thanks for the bits, Mutt. I was doing some hoovering. Oh, okay, I get it now. Yeah, thanks a lot. Appreciate that. I have to say, you have a lot of loose change sitting around your house. And for that, I'm grateful. Yeah. Alright, so I wanted that landfill, so I could go straight up from here. Actually, did I need landfill, or did I just need to remove those rocks? Yeah, I think it was just the rocks in the way. And me. Hang on. I can't be off by one tile. You guys know that, right? Is that right? No, that's right. Okay, yeah, I do need some landfill. Alright. There we go. And then that one needs to go... where? Right there. Okay, good. Let's get some power. Whoops. Do you guys think I should make medium power poles for the base? I'm thinking maybe not. Okay. So this puts us in repair range. All right, we'll put 200 bots here, and well, let's just put all the bots, and I'll connect the entire defensive situation. Okay, and if I look in the network, I can see the repair packs are available. Okay, so we're good to go, and now we just need to extend this through the rest of the wall. Yeah, and I guess we can leave them this, we can set them this far back. Right? It's, whoops, it's covering the wall and then some. Yeah, I love the flamethrowers. Well, and the reason I'm kind of hesitating over making the medium power poles, I could make them, but you know, with this mod pack, all the what are we waiting for here? Oh, I'm gonna have to make storage chests now too, because some of the base bots are gonna want to come and take care of this stuff. Anyway, what I was saying is all of the factory itself is all going to be inside my Factorissimo buildings, and I don't need any power poles at all for that. So, so the only use I have for power poles is like outside the base for this sort of thing. And I'm thinking it might not be that necessary to upgrade my power poles. Thank you for the follow, War Dekai. Sorry if I didn't pronounce your name right, but thanks for following. And Sydney Kenson Von I, thank you for following. That is an awfully complicated name for purposes of Twitch chat. Okay, and then we'll need to, so what do we got here? 1, 2 tiles beyond the edge. All right, yeah, so we'll put that one there. Let's get this all fixed up. Well, we still have yellow ammo over here. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's more to it that I missed. All right. Well, welcome in any case. Why not add the power pole to the blueprint? You mean this blueprint that I'm doing right now? That's a good idea. It's because, I don't know. It's because I'm kind of lazy, I guess. How many more roboports have I got? I think I'm out. Okay, let's go back for more roboport supplies. I need gears and red circuits. I've got lots of steel with me already. All right, and I'm putting them in a chest, which is great. Where are we? There we go. Here's 13 more roboports. That should be enough to finish the job, I think. Well, let's not guess. Yeah, I need more steel. and gears to make more. All right, now let's do that. Okay. Get rid of the belt stuff. All right. Gonna have to walk around this cliff. It's because that was my bot that was waiting there and I didn't want to start running away from it. So we'd have to wait a while for it to come back. Okay. Yeah, so some of the turrets obviously are getting destroyed, so I think we're going to need to put turrets into the network as well. So we can replace those. Okay. So whole wall's covered now. And we just have to wait for the bots to go out and catch up on repairs. I think now that I have these bots here, then now that we have the bots, they'll be able to keep up on the repairs, and we probably won't have to replace turrets very often, if at all. Yeah. The wall's doing pretty well. Okay. Now we just have to do this side of it. Oh yeah, and I need to put down some storage. Forgot about that. For the wood and stuff that they pick up. Shalart, thank you for the follow. Welcome. What was I doing? Storage. All right, I'll put the storage here. There's 2 chests. Let's make a few more. Oh, now I made 2 extra. Another 2 extra. Okay, that should last us for a while. Okay, yeah, other side of the base. Okay, yeah, and let's do this. Let's do this the smart way. Right, so even though I've got all this automation, yeah, I still end up doing a lot of stuff manually, even when I have the bots. That's a habit I have to get out of. That was clear when I was doing my YouTube series with JD, when I was watching the way he builds things versus the way that I build things. He was making much more use of the robots than I was. Which I think is good. Gears, and we need more steel. I'll just steal that from the belt. Ha ha ha. Okay, great. There's 10 more. All right, so we'll throw that in a chest, and we'll throw some power poles in the chest, and we'll do this remotely. Holy macaroni, look at this. Nice. That's awesome. Okay, more laser, more followers. Yeah, and then I think we're done. Oh, no, I can do... Yeah, 2 more levels of laser speed, and then we're done. Okay. So I need to get... I think I'm going to maybe need some landfill. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to need a bit of landfill over here. And probably a large power pole. So I'll have to go take care of that myself. How do I get over there? You know what, let's build a little bridge here. Okay. So this wants to go right there. Let's try it now. Not quite. Okay. Yeah, I'm being really stingy with my landfill, huh? There we go. Et voila. Okay. Do I have big power poles? I do indeed. So I'll need one of those to span this gap here. Ew. Yuck. I'm gonna have to go back over there. I don't know if you guys are noticing it, but my research completion noise is getting cut off. I'm not quite sure why. All right, how can I get across here? I think I can, yeah, here, let's just, we'll just span the gap here. Not that pretty, but it'll work. Okay. So now we got that one. That one can build this one. Oh, I'm going to need power for this too. Why didn't they just put one there? All right. Now can I do it? Nope. See, building stuff by bots is not as easy as it looks. When the terrain's not cooperating with you. we should be good. Okay. I think I'll be okay if I cut that. Well, I don't know. Right, so this is why I end up building things manually. I mean, I guess if you've already got the area cleaned out, then yeah, just throw it out for the bots and they'll do it. But otherwise, I end up having to come back and do all this stuff myself anyway. Okay, we are good for power. Alright, fine. Wow. Okay, and I think that'll do it. Yeah. But we need to go down there anyway to replace... Looks like there's 1 or 2 turrets destroyed. So let's go replace those. I'm gonna have to walk down. Okay. And I think it's not going to build the rest until I put more roboports in that storage chest over there. Okay, these are used up. So I need a couple more miners here. Put those right there. No, I put them in a storage chest, but there weren't enough. Oh, there are enough. Are we just waiting for them to do it, or are they not linked up? Let's see. Okay. Well, they're linked up, so this one should be getting built. As well as this one. Okay, and here's some bots. They're all carrying repair packs. Alright, there's one with a power pole. There's a roboport. Alright, so we just have to be patient. And then sitting here watching the bots do it kind of defeats the purpose of having the bots do it anyway, but... Okay, that looks good. Getting the repairs done. Okay, there's my power pole. Alright, good. Roboport, and then we need another power pole. Alright, good. So, we'll leave it alone now. Let's consider it done. And let's upgrade our copper situation. Get some red belts. Actually, we can get refills on all the belts. Let's get some reds. We'll get the red undergrounds. Another stack of those. Okay, how we doing on inserters? We could use more red inserters. Besides that, I think we're in good shape for supplies at the moment. Okay, and research is done for a while. Yeah, how about that mall? Yeah, we need to build a bot mall. But we need to get yellow science done in order to do that. Because we need logistics system. Actually, is that... Yeah, we need logistics system. And that requires yellow science packs. So that's next up on the list. And then we'll do personal roboports. We'll do some bot upgrades. Oh, night vision Mk3. Okay. Portable fusion reactor. We can do military 4. I don't know. Don't really feel like I need that just yet, but... Oh, and then we can do factory requester chests. Fusion batteries. That sounds nice. Okay, so anyway. There's our queue. What was I up to? Oh, yeah. Copper. Alright, so let's grab some of these steel chests, or steel furnaces, and let's get to work. So, first thing is we upgrade... Yeah, I'm just going to upgrade everything. We actually don't need to upgrade the coal belt, but I don't want to spend time being fussy with it. We'll just upgrade all of it. Could I post a blueprint? I mean, I could, but I really don't have many blueprints. I have one for the wall. I've got my little smelting blueprint, and that's it. I don't have any other blueprints. I'm making this all up as I go along. Okay, so that one's good. On his Discord, yeah. I have a blueprints channel in Discord as well. You know, where you can ask for blueprints or share blueprints with the community. So for a game like this, you know, I occasionally get requests for blueprints. Pardon me. So if any of you would like, you know, while I'm playing, if any of you would like a blueprint of something, yeah, then just let me know and I can just put it in the Discord, you know, while I'm streaming. But I usually don't, you know, I don't usually just blueprint everything just to have a catalog of, you know, what I've made. For the oil processing. Okay. Yeah, I could put a blueprint in the Discord for what I've got so far. Okay, so that's upgraded, and then we need to upgrade all the belts going in and coming out as well. Except for the coal, like I said, a yellow belt of coal is going to be enough. And let's upgrade all of that. And we'll have to upgrade these belts all the way back to the copper mine. And we're going to need more mining drills as well, since we're going to consume twice as much, or at least have the capacity to do so. Okay, so that's good from there. Let's upgrade the rest of the downstream portion, which I've already started on. As you can see, a lot of that's already upgraded. Let's get some more red belts while we're at it. Okay, and I don't remember if I'm making mining drills anywhere. I hope I am. Yeah, research stopped because I don't have the science packs available yet. We have to finish making yellow science. So we're researching faster than we're building. Oh, okay, I guess they are taking out turrets. We'll have to put some turrets in the network. We should throw some walls in there too. Let's do that. There's some walls. There's some flame turrets. Let's put in some pipes. Let's see. Any other ingredients we need? Red inserters. Okay, that should cover us. Okay, let me grab that blueprint for you, Shaggy Man. Okay, so this is what I've got so far. Mark II building. And we'll hop over to the Discord. Go to blueprints. Upload as a file. Okay. All right, should be there. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think I can paste it into the chat here. Copper. Yeah. That's what we were doing. So we need to start upgrading all these belts. I think that maybe I automated mining drills in the early part of the base. Let's go check that, and if not, then... Well, if not, then I'll just handcraft a bunch. And that's what I'll keep doing until we can build our bot mall. Which we'll be able to do as soon as logistics system is done. Right, so that's why I don't have more of a mall right now, because, you know, for those of you who haven't watched the entire, you know, the entire series of streams and videos so far, I started to build a mall inside the Factorissimo buildings, and it became clear that it was going to be kind of difficult to do it that way. So we decided that we'll just hold off until we can do a bot mall. I do love how much faster the bots are going now. Yeah, and I'm just realizing here again, too, that this is something that I probably could have done remotely. Just put the belts in a chest and let the construction bots take care of it. But actually, I don't think I have I don't have the entire base covered, so. All right, so I need 60 mining drills. So let me go grab some iron plate. I've already got gears. I've already got circuits. Yeah, I just need more iron plate. So that was 35-ish, 40, 50, 60. There we go. That should do it. Oh. Yeah, the bot mall, Joseph, is I'll just show you here real quick. Let me get in the light. So a bot mall is basically where you have a bunch of single machines and they each have a requester chest and a provider chest. Right, so this one, maybe this one's mining drills. You might have one right next to it that's making, you know, assembler machines, whatever. But instead of belt-based, everything comes in. Everything gets, all the ingredients get delivered by bots, and everything gets picked up by bots. So with this, it's easy to build a mall very compactly. You know, and if you see that you need more gears or something, you just add a couple more machines for gears. It doesn't matter where you put them, as long as they're all part of the same network. Everything gets delivered. So it's a pretty easy way to do it. No, bots cannot enter or leave the buildings. So it'll have to be on its own bot network inside the building. And then we'll have to pass, you know, whatever we're making inside the building, we'll have to pass out of it at some point. Okay, so I need to get 30 more mining drills over here. I could see that's going to be a bit of a challenge. Hey K-Mac, how are you, my friend? Alright, let's see what we can do here. Okay, yeah, I think I'm not gonna concern myself too much about if I get some mixed ores. I can always filter those out. Let's run this up a little bit farther so that we can get more mining drills over here. Whoops. Not there. Okay. Maybe I should take a little more care. Otherwise, I'm going to have to do a lot of sorting. And I don't know if I necessarily want to have to do a lot of that. Alright, there's only 366 iron there, so... Alright, so we'll put a splitter here. We'll filter iron ore coming out on this side. And... no, actually, let's put that right here. There we go. Alright, how many mining drills do I have here now? It says 71 minus about 8 that are on the coal. Yeah, so that should be enough to fill a whole red belt. There. I do this just because I don't like seeing the little extra bits on the end. Right? So you can set it to filter for something that is not present. And then you get nice clean mergers. But you're debating if you should order pizza or not? I think you definitely should order pizza. Apropos of nothing. Right, I don't know why you should order pizza, but you probably should. Seems like the right thing to do. I'm going to have a pretty full inventory of copper ore by the time I get done with this. What the... man. Who built this thing? Whoops. Okay. This one should be a little bit easier than the last one was. Okay. All right, how many have I got here now? That's 31 plus 26. That's what, 57? All right, so just a few more. And we're good to go. Now it's on both sides of the belt. Okay. Now let's see. All of these, that's only 16 drills, right? So we can merge that onto a single yellow belt. Single yellow belt can take 30 mining drills. Well, a little bit less now that we've done some mining productivity research, but let's see. How many is that? That's 30. Okay. So we'll merge these onto a red belt. Alright, and then all of these, that's 31, right, plus the productivity. So we'll merge all these onto a red belt as well. Okay. I'm not going to bother with this nonsense. I was just showing you how you could do it if you wanted to do it. This is actually how I would... Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah, forgot about that, didn't we? Alright, so let's filter this for coal, actually. Do something useful with it. Let's grab that little piece. Alright, and coal comes out. And what do we do with it? Yeah, because we might not necessarily... I might not necessarily have a use for all this coal, but we'll just do this. And what was that noise? Strachowski. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Thanks for the follow. Okay, so that's where all the coal's going to go. And we can deal with it later. So I've got 109, 209, 53, 80. Yeah, we've got several 100,000 bits of coal potentially getting pulled up here. So, and each one of these can hold, what, 30, no, 48, 2,400. Yeah, that's actually going to take a lot of chests, isn't it? Okay, so let's not do this. I think we'll have to proactively deliver this coal. And we'll send it over here to one of our coal lines. Oh, look at this. Copper. Okay, yeah, I knew I was getting copper there. That's fine. I've got a way to deal with that. Alright, so where's all the coal going? And what's going to be using it the most? Military science, perhaps. Power generation. Where's my power? Over here, right? Yeah. So let's send this over to our power supply, which are these two belts. Is that what I'm using for smelting too? Oh, it's actually all three of these belts. Okay, the smelting coal is coming from up there, so... Alright, so yeah, if I merge it in any or all of those belts, it'll get used. think this can probably just be yellow coming off of here. Okay, so we'll set the input priority to that side. I want to make sure this is the priority for everything. Okay, so that way this should always get used up first. Is that going to work? No, that's not going to do anything. Let's do that closer to the source. Oh, did I? Yes, you're right. Thanks. Wrong side of the belt. There we go. Thanks for pointing that out. Okay, so that goes in there. Yeah, so we could do something like this. Okay, so that way this belt will get prioritized over the other one. And the reason we're doing all that is just because I don't want the coal. If the coal on this belt gets backed up, then that's going to prevent our copper from getting out. I mean, if that starts to become a problem, then I'll just get rid of some of these mining drills that are pulling out coal. You know, if you hover over the drill, you can see, where it says expected resources. So this particular drill, for example, is covering 214K of copper and 87K of coal. And as it's mining, it goes from one tile to the next each cycle until it covers the whole area, and then it goes back and repeats. So you're going to get coal picked up by these drills. And we just have to filter it out so that we have nothing but copper going through here. I suppose one disadvantage of filtering out here is that when you have copper coming in, you're not quite going to get full throughput on this belt, right? Because if some copper gets into this splitter, or I'm sorry, if some coal gets into this splitter, then that'll reduce the throughput of copper. But it shouldn't have a huge effect because the vast majority of what's going through here is copper, right? It's only the drills down here that are picking up some coal as well. So hopefully it won't be a problem. Biters out of control on the wall? What? Was I getting some flashes that I wasn't paying attention to? Well, I can see that my ammo is certainly getting used up. Although a lot of these turrets are still full of yellow ammo. but we'll just take a quick look around the wall. Everything looks good. 350 bots in the network. Okay, so here's something. Yeah, they keep going after this turret. You know, this one in the corner. So that one's going to be constantly under repair. I wonder if it'd be better just to remove it. Of course, then they'd be attacking this one and this one. I don't know. It's okay, they're surviving. And we'll be able to add lasers pretty soon as well. Although maybe with the lasers, maybe we wait until we have nuclear power going, because that's going to require a lot of electricity. Speaking of which, how am I doing? I'm doing fine. I'm using 18 megawatts, and I can produce 3 times that much. Or no, 6 times that much. Right, one of these makes 36 megawatts, I believe. Yeah, 900 times 2 times 20. That's 36, yeah, 36 megawatts. Okay, yeah, so I've got 3 times 36 megawatts right now, as long as we keep feeding it with enough coal. Okay, so copper now is upgraded, at least the copper that we've got. Next thing we need to do is make blue circuits. But before we do that, I think I'm going to take a short break. Yeah, for power, solid fuel is better. Yeah, it is. And we'll, I'm sure we'll need to do that fairly soon. We were discussing making solid fuel a little bit earlier in the stream. Yeah, in fact, oh look, that tank got rotated. There we go. Yeah, because in fact the light oil here is almost full. We don't have anything to do with it yet, so we can start converting some of that into solid fuel, and we can use that for power instead of coal. Although when I do that, then I'm going to stop using the coal that I'm getting off of this copper line, and, you know, one problem begets another. I guess really the way to do this would be just to throw mining drills over everything, and then have like a sorting facility, like a sorting and buffering facility where you just separate all the ores and store the ones that you're not using. Yeah, you know, let me go down there and let me get rid of those drills that are on the coal in that copper mine. I think it's just going to end up causing me a headache. Kind of like that. Because I don't want to have to be worrying about it. And right now, the way that it's set up, it's not just a set it and forget it setup here. Okay, so we just remove, I'll remove the ones that, you know, that are picking up a lot of coal. That one's fine. Yeah, 108, 109. Okay. And then we can throw a few more. There. Alright, I'll still leave that in place though, since there's already some coal on the belts. Oh, and by the way, let's get rid of all this ore. Pardon me. Got a little itchy throat. Do I have better miners? I don't know. No. Electric mining drills. I don't think there's any... there aren't any upgraded miners in the mods that I'm using. We did research mining productivity, which makes a difference. But that's vanilla, and it uses the same drills. It just increases the output. Alright, so I'm just going to come in these buildings and Shift C so I can get rid of the extra ore that I'm carrying. Alright, and for anybody wondering, the Shift C mechanic comes from the even distribution mod. So when you have things like stone and coal, or if you have like a ton of gears in your inventory, you press Shift C, and then I think within a 40 tile radius, if there's any building or chest that needs those items, it'll come out of your inventory and automatically deposit in there. Okay, and we can get rid of these stone furnaces. I don't think we'll ever need those again. I got a couple flying robot frames. We might as well make bots out of them. And I've got some extra science packs that we can get rid of. There we go. Okay, so inventory is somewhat cleaned up. All right, I'm going to take a short break. I'll try to remember to run an ad this time. So I'm going to go refill on coffee, take a quick bio break. I'll be back in about 5 minutes or so, okay? See y'all shortly. Okay, and I'm back. Thanks for waiting, everybody. What, your pizza arrived already? Now I'm getting hungry. Yeah, you know, I don't know about good anime, but I don't know if you guys have seen the Foundation series that's on Apple TV. I've been watching that. I read the books. I don't know. It's been years since I read the books. I remember enjoying the books, but I didn't really remember much about them. So I'm watching the series not as like as somebody like completely unfamiliar with the work, but I've been enjoying it. I wouldn't say it's amazingly done, but I think it's pretty well done. I'm sure there are Asimov fans that will say that they don't like it, but that's inevitable. You stream and watch it free. Okay. Yeah, there's ways to do that, I guess. Yep. All right. Blue circuits. Oh, I don't get any ads either. I subscribe to Apple TV. They have some good original stuff on there. I watch C also. That's another series. There's a second season out. I haven't started watching the second season yet, but I did watch the first one. I thought it was pretty decent. All right, let's see here. Yeah, so blue circuits. Yeah, and I think we'll put them inside the same building that we've been using. And again, for those of you who haven't been watching me work on this space from the beginning, you know, you can see that I've got lots of Factorissimo buildings, and you do have the ability to nest the buildings, or recursion is what they call it in the game, which I'm taking some small advantage of. But the goal here is that I get through all my research and lock and unlock everything. And then after that, the plan is to try to build a factory that is all contained within a single building. So, so what I'm building now, this is what we would consider to be like the starter base, right? Just to unlock all the tech, and then we can build some malls, and we'll need to start making trains to bring in resources. But the ultimate goal of this playthrough, you know, is to make a bunch of these Mark III buildings. I only have one of them so far, but you can see that these are quite large inside. And I've got the recursion research done so that I can actually put other Mark III buildings inside of this one, right? So essentially we can create as much space as we want inside of one of these buildings. And so the plan is to build an entire factory that way. I think we're going to be challenged by throughput. We might have to install some mods later that give us faster belts so that I can get, or maybe we use logistics chests or something. I'm like, what I'm thinking about now is when we do start to build our end game factory where everything is inside a single building like this, right? We only have a certain number of inputs to this building. So my main concern right now is how we get enough throughput. You know, we'll need to bring in coal, iron, stone, blah, blah, blah. we'll need to bring in all those inputs into here. So our throughput, or the, you know, how much science per minute we can do on that base, is ultimately going to be limited by how fast we can get raw materials inside. Yeah, on these entry exit points, right? Because we've got 4, 8, 12, 16, 32. So we've got 32 inputs, and that's it. So we'll need to get as much stuff inside using nothing but those 32 inputs. And, you know, and eventually we're going to run up on a limit of how fast we can get stuff in there. So we'll have to see what we can do. Okie doke. Blue circuits. Anybody want some blue circuits? I do. Because blue circuits are what we need to make all the good stuff. All right, I need to get more buildings. Let me go grab some. Now this is a Mark II building. I could start putting Mark II buildings inside of that. Should I do that? Yeah, because I don't know if this is enough to run this whole base. It's probably not. This is definitely not enough. I'll need more of these. I guess we'll just keep with the small buildings inside the big building here. Or the Mark 1s inside Mark 2s. You didn't get your dip? That is sad. Okay. Yeah, I'm going over here because I'm making Mark 1 buildings auto-magically. So I'll just grab a few more. And so far I have not automated the production of the Mark II or Mark III buildings. We'll do that, you know, once we get the bot stuff going. I don't think you can put a Mark III inside a Mark I, or a Mark II for that matter. Yeah, this won't work here. Recursion 2 lets you put buildings of the same size inside another building, but you can't put a larger building inside a smaller one. And they did write it in such a way that it kind of makes that clear. Allows you to nest factory buildings inside other factory buildings of the same size. Whereas Recursion 1 allows you to nest factory buildings inside other larger factory buildings, right? So Recursion 1 allows you to put a smaller one inside a larger one, and Recursion 2 allows you to put same size factories inside. But you can't put a larger building inside a smaller one. Well, you can place it, but it won't work. Okay. Let's make some blue stuff. I think I'll just leave this here. Or should I? No, let's take this out. I built these. We built those for the labs at some point a while back, and I think we're done with that. Yeah, so we can remove this. And we'll remove that. Clean things up a little bit here. Okay. What kind of dip was it, by the way? I wonder what Abuelita would think about you using dip for your pizza. Garlic and herb. That sounds pretty good, actually. Now I'm really getting hungry. I haven't had breakfast yet. Blue circuits is what I'm looking for. There we go. The blue circuit icon. Proudly displayed on my building. Alright, so for blue circuits, we need red and green ones and sulfuric acid. So that part of it is pretty simple. There's green. There's red. Yeah, and you know what? I should really just start using red belts for everything at this stage. I don't know, what do you guys think? Yeah. Yeah, I think we'll just switch over to using red belts exclusively. I mean, it in some cases it's kind of a waste of materials, which is why I usually like to manage yellow and red and blue all separately, but it's also kind of a pain to have to deal with it, you know. I need a couple of red mini loaders over here. That was interesting. I'm glad they picked them up for me. Okay. All right, so yeah, so I'm just gonna eliminate. I'm gonna eliminate the yellow stuff from my toolbar. And we'll use that, well, we'll use it for whatever. And then we'll come over here to the mall. The starter mall. Okay, and we'll do this. Okay, and then I can uncap these chests. And I can throw my extras in there. There. And eventually we'll replace those with logistics stuff, so it does it more automatically, but okay. So, oh, well, let's restock while we're in here. Alright. Inserters. Yeah, we'll get more inserters too. Why not? Let's load up and assemblers. Alright, so we have no excuses for not... Oh, I need add red belts. Yeah, we'll need to add all this stuff to the bot network at some point, but I don't have logistics bots yet, so I'm not going to worry about it at the moment. And I also wanted to... that's like the third or fourth time this morning that I lost my train of thought. What was I going to do? Blue circuits. Oh, pipes. Yeah, I want more pipes for the acid. There we go. Now I remember. Okay, so for the acid we need input and output pipes, which we can get here. So I'll just make let's just make a couple stacks of each of those, or a couple handfuls of them rather. And we'll do the... Alright, so here Yeah, and I'll put these on my bar too. Okay. So here we want to go into the building, so we need an input. And over here I want an output. Right, because it's going in on this side and it's coming out on this side. So, and outputs go to inputs. Okay, yeah, so that's an input. Whoops. And then in here, we put the output. And then we set the direction, input mode. And we'll have to do the same thing over here. An input. Input mode. Okay, and then I've got sulfuric acid. Where? I know I got it somewhere. Oh, I never set the output mode. Okay, I guess I never got the output from this building. Yeah, here it is. All right. All right, and I'm doing that so that I can get this pipe out of here. All right, and we'll put that right about there. No, wrong place. No, that is the right place. Okay. Okay. And then we hook this up here. There. Okay, so now we have all of our ingredients, and we just have to build it. Let's see. Sorry, one red, one green. Actually, I'm going to remove this one because I might want to use a splitter later on. And then I'll put the acid on the other side, I think. Oops. Yeah, so there's a couple ways we could do this, right? One, we could just run a pipe all the way across, and then we would have to have our inserters coming out here, which means our output belt would have to be over there, right? That takes up a lot of space. The other option is to do this. I guess that's going to take up the same amount of space, isn't it? Yeah, either way, we're going to use the same amount of space. So we'll do it this way because it's a little bit simpler. All right, and then we'll put one there. Actually, we might want to... You know, we should probably put the greens. No, I guess that's enough. Maybe I only need one. Let's see. I think maybe one red inserter ought to be fast enough. We can check it here. Yeah. Yeah, one's enough. Okay. And then I'm going to copy this whole thing and flip it. Uh-oh. Okay. Whoops. There we go. Now we got green circuits. I put the green belt on the near side with a stack inserter. Oh yeah, I mean, yeah. If you wanted to make it faster, you could do that. But in this case, it's not necessary. Just because these build so slowly, one long-handed inserter will be enough to keep it fed. Okay, and then I think I'll throw my productivity modules in here. Just so we consume some fewer resources. Okay, so now this is slowing down, and I think that's because my input belts are not upgraded. I think. Yeah, and I'm right. Okay, so we gotta upgrade all these belts. Okay, and let's do this too. Okay, hopefully that'll fix that problem. Looks better. Yeah, okay, that's good. So we might need more green circuits at this point. Let's take a look. Yeah. least I think so. Are we starving? Yep. All right, so let's add another green circuit building. Yeah, so I'm going to move this out of the way. There. And we'll do that. Okay, and we'll make another green circuit building. Hey, Luciana, I'm just catching up with the comments here. Did I say I was never going to do that? I know I said that I didn't want to do it, but I eventually changed my mind about putting my face on camera. Just because, you know, when I started, I think I did a few streams with no face cam. But then as I spent more time watching other people's content on Twitch, you know, I realized that I myself enjoyed watching streams more when I could see whoever was, where I could see the streamer. That's an easier way to say it. Yeah, so that kind of changed my mind a little bit. All right, so can I feed this with splitters? Or do I need to get additional belts in here? I probably need additional belts of copper. Let's see. Let's see how much I'm consuming here. Fast transport belt. All right. Yeah, so this whole setup needs basically one full red belt of copper and a little bit more than a full belt of iron. So technically we need, to double it, we need 2 full belts of copper and 1.2 belts of iron. All right, so I won't be able to, oh, well, I do have 2. Wait a minute. Let's run those numbers again. I only need 1 belt of copper. Okay, so I could actually split this belt. Or split one of the belts. I don't need both of these coming in here. So let's do this. Okay. And then I can use this belt to feed this machine. Or this building, I should say. Okay. And then for the iron I do need a second belt. So we'll bring in a second belt of iron, just because, well, just because we need it. Okay, so we'll do like that. And I think pretty soon we're going to need more smelting. You know, I'm still running this whole thing on 2 smelting lines each for iron and copper. We'll probably need to get more at some point soon. Okay, good. Did I want that to be in balanced mode? Let's see, what did I do over here? No, I want that to be output mode. Actually, you know what? On this one here, since I'm already buffering on the other building, I think I'll just have it coming straight out here. All right. No, that's not going to work. I actually want a second green circuit input. There we go. All right, so I'm going to steal all of these. And then let's see how we're doing. Okay, that looks good. Okay. And we could overflow some of this output. Whoops. Sorry, I'm hitting the wrong button. Yeah. All right, so let's do this. So we'll have output priority going there. Oh, okay, I guess you can't do that. It's got to be a belt coming out. Okay, so the priority goes to the blue circuits, and then the excess, some of it will go here to... Wait, what the heck is this? Yeah, I actually don't need that. Alright, yeah, so we'll just send the excess out onto the bus. Like that. What am I doing here? Right, because I'm already splitting this one to feed red circuits and blue circuits. Yeah, so I think I do want that other splitter there. Right, because this will help feed red circuits as well. So that way these are both feeding red circuits and they're both feeding blue circuits. And then the excess is going out. Okay, right, so priority, this priority goes to blue circuits. Let's see, this priority goes to red circuits. This priority goes to red circuits. Okay. So with this setup, then these two green circuit buildings are by priority, they're feeding red and blue circuits, and then anything left over will go out onto the bus. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Shaggy Man, that was one of my concerns about having a face cam, is that I knew that at least for some people, it can be disconcerting to, you know, to hear somebody, like you said, to hear somebody for years, and then when you finally see their face, I think it's almost always a disappointment, you know, because when you're just hearing somebody's voice, you're forming an image in your mind. If you've never seen them before, you're forming an image in your mind of what you think they look like, and then, of course, they never look like what your mental image is, and that's a little bit disconcerting. But I know that there are some people who who have commented on what they thought I looked like, and maybe the reality is an improvement in this case. I mean, I don't know what images my voice invokes, but I've gotten comments from more than a few people that they thought that I was a big, heavy black guy. So, which I'm clearly not. I am a little bit overweight, but not so much. Okay. We got blue circuits. Oh, okay. So we need to get the blue circuits out of here now so that we can do something useful with them, right? So let's hook up the output. And that's going right here. And I think I do want to buffer some of these. So let's make a little buffer here. I'll just let the chest fill up. Why not? There we go. Okay, and then these can come out right there. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm sure your old factory supervisor was a handsome person. The preview KMac, that is unlocked by research. Let's see if I can find the name of it. Yeah, it's the factory preview upgrade. And you can turn it off if it's giving you problems. I love it though. It's really useful. Especially when you're trying to get your inputs and outputs hooked up, you don't have to keep popping inside and out to remember where you need to hook things up. Okay, so we got the blue circuits, and that means that we can start making yellow science. Well, we're a little bit closer to making yellow science. We also need low density structures. So don't get too excited yet. All right, and then that'll come out there and go wherever. Right on. First, let's see if there's any goodies that we can make now that I have blue circuits. Perhaps not. I don't have. Well, we can make power armor, but we can't make power armor Mark II. Yeah, I'll just wait until we can do power armor Mark II, which we'll be able to do once we have. Yeah, and as a matter of fact, let's do logistics first, and then we'll do power armor Mark. Oh, wait a minute. What else do I need? Okay, then we'll do military 4, and then power armor Mark II. And once we have power armor Mark II, then we can do the portable fusion reactor. The personal Roboport Mark IIs, and that's when we get into our good endgame rig. Fusion battery equipment sounds exciting. I don't know what it is yet, but we'll find out. Oh, and we can do artillery. Yeah, baby. I didn't realize that was... They must have changed that. Didn't artillery used to take 6 science packs? Or do I... If I'm remembering correctly, I thought it did, but I might not be remembering correctly. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. All right, so let's see if I have room in here to make the low density structures that I need to feed the science. Okay, I need 0.75 per second. All right, so let's just see here how many buildings that's going to take. That's 0.3. How many is that? That's 9. Yeah, so I think I need 20 buildings, right? 20 seconds. Yeah, I need 1 per second. Okay. Yeah, so I think I do have enough room. We might have to get that pipe moved out of the way, but I think we can manage it. Yeah. Here, let's do this. Okay. So I need 1, 2, 3, 3, 3. Yeah, we might have to move these pipes again. In fact, let's just go ahead and do it. I'm going to move these over by another tile. There. All right. I'll just build a set of 4, and then we'll use the bots to to flesh it out for us. All right, so we've got 2 inputs, with 3 ingredients. Like that. Let's see. 20 copper plate. All right, so we'll do copper plate on the inside. Like that. So that's 4, 8, 12, 16. Yeah. Now we just have to get all the materials fed in here, which might be a challenge. And I think I'm probably going to need to start producing more steel as well. Okay, so we'll put steel and plastic on the inside belts. I've got steel here already. So we need to bring in plastic and copper. Let's see how much I need. Okay. Yeah, so half a belt of copper, and then, yeah, a single shared belt of steel and plastic will be fine. All right. So where can I bring in the plastic to merge with that steel? From the other side, I guess. It would be kind of spaghetti-ish. Right, and then these need the blue circuits and the low density structure on this belt. Hey Jim Nanny, how are you? Okay, well, let's hook up the copper first. I think I may need to do... Well, we could bring in... I said I wanted copper on the near belt, right? Okay, so let's do this. All right, so there's copper. Let's get that hooked up. This is getting to be a bit of a challenge. Okay. But hey, a challenge is what we're here for, right? Okay, so here's an idea. Why don't we bring it in here instead? And that'll make this whole thing a little bit less complicated. All right. Yeah, I've been playing... Well, I've even been playing another game of Oni outside of the one that I started streaming the other day. Yeah. Yeah, every once in a while I just get the bug to play that game. It's a great game. I always come back to it. It doesn't hold my attention quite like Factorio does, but yeah, it's an awesome game. All right, let's clean some of this up. That doesn't really help much. I was trying to get room to get another belt wired in there. Okay, yeah, so now the hard part is the plastic and the steel. So let's figure out how we do that. I need to get plastic in here somewhere. Let's decide where we bring it in. I've got one more input for the side here. Yeah, and you know, I could join I wonder if I could bring it in here. I don't really have room because of this pipe. Okay. Well, here we can... Oh, no. That's not going to work. The pipe's got to go straight in to this one. I was thinking maybe I could just have the underground come up here and then loop over and connect from the side, but it won't work. I might have to start using the top and bottom inputs. Okay. Oh, I have this input available right here. Okay. So we'll bring in the plastic right there. And then we'll figure out how to merge it with the steel. Actually, I could merge it. I can merge it with the steel right here. That'll be even better. Let's see. It's a little bit messy. Okay, that should work. Now I just have to feed it in. Okay. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to use that input for. Yeah, but I don't have room to feed it in there. So I'll have to feed it in from... I could feed it in from the top, I suppose. Like maybe right here. And where is that coming in again? I don't remember. I think... Oh, okay. It's coming in up here, right? Yeah. And let's bring it in right there. Actually, I think I can put an underground there. I think it'll go in. Yeah. All right. There we go. Nope. density structures. Okay, which we have to get over there. All right, I need yellow undergrounds. Oh, okay, I've got some. Do a little bit of belt weaving. Okay. Okay, and then I'll bring in the blue circuits right there. One, it's in the middle, right? Right there is where the blue circuits need to come in. Okay. And we can bring those in here on the top. Right, whoops. Right here would be good. Get off of there. Okay. Oh, see ya, Mutt. Sorry, I'm not sure how long ago you typed that. Okay. Yeah, so when we finish here, we're going to raid Mutt's stream, if he's still going. I watched his stream the other day. It's pretty good. I watched it for a little while. I couldn't stay long, but I will visit his stream again. Okay, I think... Oh no, that's not it. Okay, yeah, now I need to get the blue circuits in. Right. Alright, so let's do this. And then we can do some underground belt weaving over here. Right, so some of you may not be aware, but you can have underground belts of different types all in the same line, and they won't conflict with one another. So yellow will go to yellow, red will go to red, and you could even add a blue one in there. So you can, by doing that, you can get 3 belts going all in the same lane, which is sometimes useful. They call that belt weaving. Okay. Here come the blue circuits, and we should be getting yellow science packs. Yeah, baby. Okay, now we just have to get them out. Actually, let's do it like that to be consistent. And let's decide where we want them to come out of here. I think we're going to need to exit from the top, if we can. we can. Okay, we don't need this splitter here. All right. Yeah, and so this belt is the one that I want to use. There. All right. This is where things are gonna get good. More research. Let's do it. Ah, that feels good. Feels good to fire up these labs again. Let me grab a screenshot here. This will be our next thumbnail. For when I send this over to YouTube. Oh, that's nice. Okay, now keep in mind the yellow science packs are producing at half the rate that I'm doing the red, green, blue, and military, so it's not going to be quite as fast anymore. Those first 4 I was doing at a rate of 2 per second, or let's say 2 every 1 1/3 seconds. 90 a minute. Whereas the yellows were going to be doing 45 a minute. Yeah, as we can see, it'll start to increase towards 45 a minute, assuming that I'm making enough blue circuits and stuff, which I'm not sure. I'm not sure that I am, but hopefully we are. Okay, sweet. What time is it? Okay, I got a little bit of time left. Okay, so that's doing, and we've been buffering. Let's see, I'm buffering blue and military science packs. I'm also buffering those, so let's buffer the others as well. All right. Yeah, and we can put it right here. Okay. So that way, because, you know, we're going to be, at some point, we're going to be doing some research. Like, for example, tell you what, now that I think about it, I don't think I want to buffer science packs, because this is the starter base, right? I don't want to buffer science packs. All right. Yeah, I'm going to stop buffering. Buffering science packs is good, like when you're doing a speed run, for example. Because then in the moments that you're not consuming science packs, you can continue to make more so that they're available when you need them. But, you know, I'm not doing a speed run here. And eventually I'm going to want to tear all this up, so I don't want to have like thousands of science packs sitting around once I finish all the research. Because I'm not going to launch any rockets from the starter base. We'll launch rockets when we get the mega base running. And once we finish all the research in our research tree here, there won't be anything left to do except for the infinite research levels, which you need space science from rockets for. So we won't do research. We won't do infinite research until we're able to launch rockets from the mega base. So yeah, so there's no need to buffer science packs in the starter base, I don't think. Okay, so after logistics system, well, then we can start to build the logistics mall, which will be nice, and then we'll start getting better power armor and all that other jazz. Now, the other thing that we do have unlocked that I haven't made use of yet are laser turrets. But then again, I suppose we can do that. We'll do that in the bot mall as well. So I think at this point, we just need to wait for a logistics system to finish, and then we can start working on other things. While we're waiting, let's make sure that our wall is keeping up with things. And then, like, for the laser turrets, I'm thinking... Yeah, okay. Let me see if I can start to map these in. Yeah. I'm thinking I'll just put them here. Like in between these inserters. So I'll have like 2 guns for every 1 laser. In fact, we could even start to map those in. Right? Just like that. Oy. My eyes don't like that. Alright, I'm going to close my eyes while I do this. There we go. Yeah, we could start planning them all. That's true. Let's do this first. Wait a minute. Was I leaving a space? No, they're right behind. Now the laser turrets do have a greater range than the gun turrets, so it makes sense to put them behind. So laser turrets have a range of 24. Gun turrets have a range of 18. So what'll happen is as the biters get closer, the laser turrets will hit first. Flame turrets have a range of 30, right? So these are even farther back. So the lasers and the flames will start to take them out, and then if they get closer to the wall, then the gun turrets will kick in. So I think this is like a pretty efficient type of a setup. Alright, so we'll just ghost all this in, and then once we have the turrets produced, the bots can start to place it. Oh, look at that. That needs to be... Well, yeah, I know you can't reach. There we go. And then he'll take it all the way back to the storage chest, and then another bot will take it out of the storage chest and bring it all the way back over here. That is efficiency for you. All right. Alright, now some of these may get placed in places that don't make sense. We'll just scan for that. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, no, that's good. I'm fine with that. Let's see. Okay, that looks good. It would be nice to have more lasers here in the corner, however. I wonder how we could do that. If I could get this inserter out of the way. I could put another one like right here somewhere. Actually, if I move the pole. Alright, well, we'll leave it, and maybe I'll go fix it manually later on so I can get more lasers. Okay, and looks like copper is becoming a problem. Ugh, that's ugly. Okay. But I still, well, let's see. Let's see how we're doing on blue circuits. Okay. We're making 60 a minute, we're consuming 28. So we're fine. Even though we're starving on copper over here. We do need more copper though. That seems to be clear. All right, and logistics is done. All right, so let's add more smelting. Robot mall. We'll put that on top. Yeah. Oh, laser turret. Well, we'll make laser turrets in the mall. Yeah, and then I guess the hard part is just going to be figuring out how to get everything in the mall available on the outside. But I think there's a way that we can do that with circuits. Right. Let's try something actually. Let's put a RoboPort inside a building. Because I want to see if it's on a separate bot network. I think it will be. Is there a point to laser turrets? Fridge Makara. Yeah, the nice thing about laser turrets is that they don't need ammunition. They only use electricity. Their damage is... I would say generally in late game they do a lot more damage, or they can do more damage than gun turrets do. I think they do a different damage type. Let's see. Well, yeah, they do laser damage. So let's see. So if we look at a biter, right? Like, so these biters have a resistance to explosion damage. Right? The worms have resistance to explosion, fire, and physical. Physical damage, I believe, is what the turrets do. Yeah, so the turrets do physical damage. So if you get a biter that has a physical damage resistance, for example, then we'll be doing fire damage, we'll be doing laser damage, and we'll be doing physical damage. And then later on, at some point, we'll be able to unlock uranium ammo. Actually, we can do that soon. Oh, okay. It looks like that's only physical damage as well. Okay, I thought there might be a different damage type for the uranium ammo. But yeah, it is still just physical damage, but obviously it's more damage than you get from the piercing round magazines. Those are 8 plus 6.4. Uranium rounds are 24 plus 19.2, so quite a lot more damage from the uranium ammo. So we'll eventually upgrade our defense to use the uranium ammo. Okay, I've already got that in the queue. Good. Okay. All right, so next thing I want to do here, let's make a mall for the mall. I need to make a lot of chests. Okay. Lots of steel chests so that I can make lots of logistics chests. Right, and again, you know, eventually this will be automated, but for now I'll automate the steel chests and I'll handcraft the logistics chests. We'll make 4 stacks of those. Actually, let's move this down one. Okay. So this way the priority will still go over here. So I'll just use excess steel on the belt for this. Alright, so I can start making handfuls of requester chests and provider chests. Alright, so let's see what happens. I put a roboport in here. Factory floor 7, network 2. Factory floor 7, network 1 is me. Okay, because I've got a roboport in my armor. Network 2 is inside this building, and then novice network 1, this is the bot network outside. Okay, yeah, so this answers the question I had, which was, does each building have its own robot network? And it seems that the answer is yes, it does. Actually, let me make another one, and we'll just see if nesting has the same effect. Okay, so one roboport will cover an entire Mark II building, apparently. All right, now what if we put one in here too? I'm assuming that this will now get me yet another separate robot network. But let's test that theory. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that answers the question. Robot networks are not shared between buildings. All right. So new mall, pardon me, new mall we can make with, yeah, they all have their own networks. The inside of each building is a separate surface. That's kind of what they call in the game terminology. So, like out here, the entire planet is one surface. Okay, so it's like an instance, I guess, that the game keeps track of. You go inside the building, now this is a separate surface with its own, you know, its own instance, I guess you could say. So, and I think that's how it allows previews and stuff like that to be possible. Right, it's just showing you the other surface. Yeah, so the bot mall, I think, needs to be in a Mark III building. And I guess we can just put it in down here, right? Now, once I start using Mark IIIs, I'm going to need to rebuild. Let's see. This is just one tile away, right? Okay. And as far as spacing goes, this is the corner. So I want to put it right here. There we go. Yeah, and I'm building on top of an iron patch, which is not the greatest idea, but I do have a big iron patch down here. Oh, it's actually not that big compared to this one. This is 94 million. All right, well, anyway, we're going to need to get outside of this base at some point. So, yeah, I'll build on top of this iron patch, but at some point anyway, we're going to need to bring stuff in by train. This is the richest iron patch we've got within our walls right now, so we can always move it too. That's one nice thing about Factorissimo is that once you build everything inside, you can pick up, if you pick up the building, all the contents remain intact. So that's a nice feature. Okay, and I've only got a few minutes left here, so let's take a look at how we will begin to set things up inside here. Let's get power to the building, and this is going to be our new M A L L. And people are going to say, what's MLAL? Okay. We'll just stick with the gear icon, I think. Okay. Okay, yeah, so now we have lights. All right. So now, in this case, we can see that a single RoboPort will not cover the entirety of the inside of the building. So theoretically, we're going to need... Well, let's see. If I put this right in the middle, which that appears to be... Yeah. If we just leave one tile on the outside and have all the chests facing in, then we can cover the whole thing with a single RoboPort. Except bringing stuff inside. Yeah, I think we need more RoboPorts. So let's get that set up first of all. Can I make any more? Yeah. So we're going to need 4 RoboPorts in here so that we can cover the entire interior. Just like this. Okay. Let's go get some Logibots. Yeah, the Factorio logo would be cool there. Or Tuplex logo. Let's see. What am I after? Oh yeah, Logibots. We can make a lot more of those now. Those are inside the Yellow Signs building. Boom. There you go, Holmes. And then I really need to get red circuits fed in there so I can do that auto-magically. Yeah, I don't... Okay, I could get red circuits in over here. Yep. Just wanted to make sure it would work if I just have an underground there. I know it works going in. I wasn't sure if it works coming out. Okay, good. So now we can make as many logistics bots as we desire. As long as we have the robot frames. Okay. Good deal. Hey, Vin Shady. When doing a lot of circuits, how do you manage the poor visibility of the wires? Well, the game actually does help you with that a little bit. Okay, so if you hover over either of these combinators, if you look at the red wire, you can see that it becomes highlighted when you hover over any entity that's connected to it. Right? So, and if I had a green wire too, we should see the same effect. Like, let's connect these with a green wire, for example. Right, so here I can see the red wire highlighted. Here I can see the red and green highlighted. And here I see only the green highlighted. So I don't know if you've noticed that before. That is what the game offers us to trace your circuit connections. It's not super obvious, but it's better than nothing, I guess. It helps. Okay, so we should be able to make power Armor Mk3 now. I just need 40 electric engines, and I know I can get some of those. Yoink. 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 It's going to take a while. That'll be one of the things that we're going to want to build in the mall. Oh, and fluids in the mall. That's the other thing. We can use barrels to get fluids in the mall. Why is this one not running? Oh. Oh. That should be up there. Okay. There we go. Now they go through the splitter. All right, let's grab some more of those. Okay. What was I doing? Yeah, it is hard to see, Vin Shady. I agree with you. I don't know of any mods that help with that, but there could be one, but I'm not aware of any right now. Maybe somebody in chat knows of one. All right, let's get some more lights around here. Oh, I'm out of power poles. That's not cool. Let's make some more of those. Because I want more light. Actually, let's put the lights there. That's better. Okay. Yeah, so let's load this up with bots. So we got something to work with. Yeah, so how's this going to work? Well, so to begin with, we're going to want gears, right? We're going to want a lot of gears. Now, we'll probably... I think we're going to want to leave room around the outside so that we can provide ingredients to the inside using the chest method. Right, and hopefully this will be enough. I think it will be. I mean, we're just going to be feeding it primary resources, right? Or just whatever's on the bus anyway will get fed in here. Okay, so we can bring 32 different items into here. Right, so let's imagine... Oh, yeah. I guess we can't put the lights there. We can put them there. Okay, that'll have to do. No, that's kind of ugly. Forget it. Just forget it. I don't want it anymore. All right. There's a light. Okay. Yeah, so theoretically, I should be able to put a requester chest here, for example. And let's request iron plates. Okay, and then, well, I'll put it in balance mode, and that way the contents of this chest will equal the contents of the chest outside. Okay, so let's make a couple more, well, a roboport. I don't think it's going to reach this far, but, alright, so let's say some bots bring iron plates here. They go inside the chest, and now we got iron plates inside. Okay. And then over here, right, what's something we need to make a lot of in the mall? Well, we need to make a lot of gears. Okay, so we'll have a setup like this. Okay. And these are going to request iron plates. The bots pick up the plates. They deliver them to the machines, and the machines make the gears. All right, we're going to need a lot of bots in here. With 4 roboports, we can handle, what, 350 in each one? So we can handle 12. 350 times 4 is what? 1,400 bots. Right. And then here as well, you know, we would probably want to limit the output, right? So that we only have, you know, let's say we want to have 400 gears in the network, and those will keep producing until there's 400 gears in the network. Let me get more iron plates and we can keep that going. Okay. So for 400 gears, we need 800 plates. I don't know if I've got that many. But anyway, I think you get the idea. Right, and then... Oops. So I'm going to make a blueprint of this. Right, and we can just put those everywhere. Right, so let's say we want to make some yellow belts. We just copy and paste under the requester chest. And now it's going to deliver gears and iron plates to make yellow belts. Right? And then you just set your, you just set the output limit that you want. In this case, I'm not using yellow belts for anything except to make other belts. So in this case, I'll probably just set the limit to like 100. All right, so these guys making gears, this guy's making belts, and so on and so forth. All right, and now we can start to see some stuff appearing inside the network. We just have to make sure we keep it fed with materials. All right, so we got iron there, and then we'll do the same for copper, for green circuits, red circuits, etc., etc. For fluids, let's see. What would be a good example for fluids? All right, yeah, so like at some point we're going to need fluids to make some things. Okay, so we can reserve a few of these inputs and outputs, right? So we'll set those up like that. And this one, for example, we can have filling lubricant barrels, right? So we bring lubricant in, and then again, same deal. We'll have a requester and a provider. All right, let's set the recipe again. All right, so this one will be requesting empty barrels, and it'll fill up barrels with lubricant, and then anywhere we need lubricant. So let's say, for example, here I'm going to make electric engines. Then on the one right next to it, I set it to empty the lubricant barrel, and we connect that. And then this one will request filled barrels, and it'll output empty barrels. Right, and that's how we can manage fluids within the bot mall. Right, and that just makes it a little bit easier than, because when you pipe things now, all of a sudden it matters a lot more where you place your buildings making different things. Right, so if you just barrel all the fluids coming in, then you only need to worry about the placement of the barreling machine, and after that you're free to place things wherever you want. Right, so with a building of this size, I think we'll be able to have a pretty good mall set up here. All right, so the output on this is stopped. Let me clear these. Clear those. I'll leave that one set up. Let's feed it some more iron, and then we can see it go until the gear production is done. Now we can also do some things to optimize this. For example, so let's put some more iron plate in here. Like, since we know that the gears require so much iron plate, it would probably be a good idea to put the gear machines over here where they're very close to the iron plate coming in. Whoops. All right, I screwed up. I need some more provider chests. Let's get more requester chests too. Right, so, oh, and it didn't, I wonder why it didn't copy my limits. Okay. Right, so this way the bots don't have to travel very far to distribute the iron. And that'll help speed up the operation inside here. Alright, so that's basically how this is going to work. So we just need to feed it more bots. I want to get all these roboports full of logistics bots. In fact, let's go and see if we've got some more and then I'm going to have to call it a day. Yeah. I've used my allotted streaming time. Let's grab that. Let's get more Logibots. Oops. 175. Okay, that's not a whole lot. I need more bots faster. Roboport closer to corners. Yeah, you know what? That could be a good idea as well. Rather than have them all in the middle. Well, I don't know. Yeah, that could work. Like we could put them... Yeah, you could put them close to the corners so that the inside all goes toward the center. I guess probably the best thing would be just to have them evenly spread out rather than all towards the middle here. I think that would reduce travel distance, wouldn't it? Let me think for a minute. Well, I'll think about that. Yeah, probably in the middle would be the best, right? Although you're always going to have bots that want to go from here over to that corner or whatever, so I'm not sure how much of a difference it'll make. It might be an interesting experiment. Okay, and then the other thing is going to be getting what we need out here to the outside. So what I was thinking is, for example, what I was thinking of doing there is once we get the circuit connection... Did I research that already? Yeah, I think I did. No, I didn't. Okay, yeah, we want to add that. The factory requester chest. Oh, no, that doesn't do what I thought it does. Okay, I do have circuit connection upgrades. Okay, yeah, so what I'm thinking is we can have a set of chests. So, for example, if I put... Where's that Roboport? Roboport, where did you go? There it is. I could put a Roboport over here, let's say. All right, and then if I make a logistics request, let's say I want a minimum of 200 green circuits, okay? Why don't I see that now? I should see that. Shouldn't I see that there? Why don't I see the request? Oh, because I already have that many. Okay. There is no request. All right. So let's say I want at least 800. All right, so now there should be an open request on this network. This is the external network. This is me. Where do I see the... I should see a negative number somewhere, right? For green circuits. But I'm not seeing it. Let me try hooking a circuit up. Network contents. Huh. Okay, let's try something else. Let's try putting the request here. Shouldn't I see a negative number? contents if I'm requesting something that's not available? Anybody know? Right, and here's a request for iron too. I thought I should be seeing those somewhere, but it's not showing up. Anyway, I'll have to mess with this a little bit. But anyway, what I wanted to do was to set up a requester chest on the outside here, or set up a circuit connection from the outside so that whenever there's a negative quantity of something in the bot network, that means there's a request for it, and then have a requester chest on the inside here automatically request anything that's negative and pass it outside. Right, so if I build stuff outside of this building, the requests for those items should show up and then pull them from the inside of the building. I'm just going to have to mess around until I can figure out how to make that work. But I'm pretty sure it's possible. Oh, I lost my power connection. There we go. Okay, well, I think that's going to do it for today, guys. Let me see if I can find Mutt the Mutt, see if his stream is going on, and we will raid him so you guys can watch what he's up to. Yeah, and thank you everybody for watching, as always. Let's see, it's Mutt _ the _ Mutt. Okay, so we'll head over there in a minute. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you as always. I will see you next time. Take care.